The stars were silent, too silent. In the endless black of space, a massive fleet of alien warships glimmered like metal giants, surrounding the hidden human colony. Their hulls reflected the distant suns, thousands of lights blinking in formation, as if the galaxy itself had decided to watch humanity's final moments. On the command bridge of the alien flagship, a council of tall, armored leaders laughed. "Earth's humans," the tallest one sneered, "are weak. They cannot fight. They cannot even imagine resistance. This colony is meaningless." The others nodded, their alien features twisting in amusement. A small group of humans hiding. In the backwater of the galaxy? Ha! They will surrender within hours. Yet, as they laughed, something strange flickered across the alien sensors. Tiny blips of energy, almost invisible, pulsed from the human colony. The readings were unusual, chaotic, but deliberate. None of the alien commanders understood it. On the planet below, the hidden human colony was a hub of activity. Unlike the aliens' massive, rigid warships, the colony was a blend of advanced technology and subtle camouflage. Humans moved through sleek corridors, unaware or maybe unconcerned of the thousands of alien eyes observing them from orbit in one of the laboratories. A young scientist named Elara adjusted the readings on a holographic console. Her dark hair fell over her eyes as she studied the signals coming from the sky. "They're broadcasting again," she said, a hint of amusement in her voice. "And they still think we are scared." Her colleague, Jonas, glanced up. "They always underestimate us, every time. I wonder if they ever learn." Elara smiled faintly. "Maybe that's their mistake. Maybe that's why we're still here." The humans in the colony were not just hiding, they were evolving. Over decades, the colony had grown its own technologies, developing systems far beyond what Earth had officially revealed to the galaxy. The aliens believed that humans were primitive, disorganized, and helpless, but the humans had secrets. Weapons, ships, energy cores, even artificial intelligence systems that could adapt faster than alien computers. All were ready, quietly waiting above them. The alien leaders still mocked. "Look at them scurrying like insects," one hissed, his voice a low rumble. "Do they think their toys will matter against us?" But the strange energy pulses from the colony continued. They were irregular, unpredictable, yet intentional. On alien sensors, they appeared like tiny stars, blinking out of place signals they could not understand, patterns they could not break. Unease rippled through the bridge. One of the younger alien officers tilted his head. "Commander, these readings, they are different. Something is unusual. They are preparing." The commander laughed again, though this time it was tighter, more forced. "Do not overthink, child. These humans are weak. Their signals mean nothing." Back on the colony, Elara tapped her console again. The holographic projection shifted, showing maps of the alien fleet and their patrol routes. "They are arrogant," she said. "And arrogance is their weakness." Jonas leaned closer, eyes sharp. "Do you really think we can do it? Take them by surprise?" Elara nodded. "We already are. They just don't know it yet." She turned her gaze to the window, where the vast blackness of space was interrupted only by the alien warships. "Let them laugh. They will stop soon enough." For the aliens, time was a river of overconfidence. They did not realize that humans were masters of patience, strategy, and unpredictability. The colony had grown silently, hidden from the eyes of the galaxy, waiting for the moment when they could show their true strength. And that moment was approaching. Then it happened. A pulse of energy, brighter than any star in that sector, erupted from the colony and shot into the void. The signal spread across the alien sensors like fire in dry grass. It was unlike anything they had seen before, coded, complex, and almost alive. Their systems struggled to read it, to decode it, to predict what it meant. The alien commander's laughter froze mid-word. "What is that?" he demanded. A junior officer stammered. "We cannot read it, sir. It is unlike anything in our database." A ripple of fear passed through the bridge. The laughter faded. The aliens, who had come expecting an easy conquest, now felt something unfamiliar. Doubt in the human colony, Ilara and Jonas watched the pulse ripple through space. "They can't understand it," Ilara said softly. "And they never will. Not until it's too late." The stars outside seemed to hum, as if the galaxy itself were holding its breath. The humans were ready. The aliens thought they had all the power. But hidden in plain sight, the small human colony had just begun to turn the game in their favor. And the galaxy would never laugh at humanity again. The alien fleet still lingered above the hidden human colony, though their arrogance had begun to fade. Strange pulses of energy continued to ripple from the planet below, sending shivers through alien sensors. Officers whispered nervously in corridors, their previous laughter replaced by confusion and fear in the heart of the colony. Humans worked tirelessly. Every corridor buzzed with activity. Every control panel glowed with purpose. Scientists and engineers, young and old, moved between rooms with precise coordination. Yet there was a lightness in the air, a quiet confidence. Alara and Jonas returned to the laboratory after monitoring the alien fleets. The readings from the previous day still puzzled them, but they had a plan. "The scouts will come again tonight," Jonas said. "They always think they can see us. They always fail." Ilara smiled. "And every time, they learn nothing. Their arrogance blinds them." Above them, alien scouts had already left there. Motherships, small, fast ships designed for observation and infiltration. They slipped through the darkness toward the planet, expecting an easy survey. But as they approached, strange disturbances in space began to affect their systems. Instruments flickered, engines misfired, and then, without warning, they vanished. Back in the alien command room, alarms screamed. "Report!" the commander shouted. "Where are the scouts?" They are gone, sir," stammered a young officer. "All of them. Our scans cannot detect them. It is impossible." Panic began to ripple through the ranks. The aliens, used to dominating every encounter, did not know how to react. For the first time, doubt crept into their minds. Could a small, hidden colony of humans be more than a nuisance? On the colony, the humans barely noticed the alien panic. Their attention was focused on a massive underground chamber, a place few even knew existed. Here, the colony hid its most advanced technology ships, capable of incredible speeds, energy weapons that could pierce the strongest shields, and a communication system that could scramble alien sensors. Ilara examined the latest reports. "The scouts didn't stand a chance," she said. "And now the aliens are worried, exactly where we want them." Jonas walked over to a holographic display, showing alien fleet positions. "We need to make sure they don't suspect the full scale of our capabilities. If they know too soon, they could strike harder." Ilara nodded. "We'll give them hints, but never the whole truth." Meanwhile, deep within the colony's archives, a young historian named Mira had uncovered something astonishing. Ancient texts, hidden in old databases and star charts, spoke of an artifact buried beneath the colony, a relic of a long-lost alien civilization. Its energy signature matched the strange pulses that had been appearing in space. She whispered. To herself, this could change everything. The aliens continued to circle above, their confidence shaken. Some officers suggested retreat, but the commander refused. "No," he growled. "Humans are weak. They hide, but they cannot fight an entire fleet. They are nothing." Yet the readings persisted. More signals pulsed from the colony, patterns. Impossible to decode. The aliens tried everything, scanning, probing, even sending messages. But the humans responded with silence or cryptic signals that only deepened the confusion. Elara and Jonas watched one of the pulses light up on their console. "They think this is just communication," Jonas said. "They don't know it is a warning. A warning they cannot understand." On the colony's observation deck, the sky was alive with alien warships, and yet no fear was visible on human faces. Children played in the gardens below. Engineers laughed quietly at mistakes made in simulations, and scientists scribbled notes on technologies. The galaxy had never seen that. It was a calm that came from preparation, from knowing your strength while the enemy underestimated you. And in this calm, the humans of the hidden colony plotted their next move, a move that would shock the galaxy. But the aliens were beginning to notice one unsettling pattern. Every time they thought they understood the humans changed. Every calculation failed. Every plan misfired. The young alien officer who first noticed the unusual signals now whispered to his peers, "They are different. They are not like other species we have encountered." The commander dismissed the comment, but doubt had entered the council chambers. For the first time, the invincible alien fleet sensed that maybe, just maybe, they were facing an enemy they could not control. Below, Mira uncovered the final piece of the puzzle. The alien artifact, buried beneath the colony, pulsating with energy, waiting for activation. Elara looked at the readings and smiled. "The game has begun," she said, and somewhere in the dark expanse of space, a single human signal pulsed outward. It was small, almost insignificant, but alive with intelligence, warning and promise. The aliens could not understand it, could not stop it, and they could not eeg. The galaxy was watching in silence. Above the hidden human colony, alien warships lingered like predators circling prey. Their massive hulls blocked out distant stars, casting shadows over the planet below. Yet the humans moved with calm precision, as if the alien fleet was nothing more than background noise. Elara and Jonas stood on the observation deck of the colony's command center, eyes fixed on the alien formations. "Tonight," Elara said softly, "we show them just how wrong they are." Jonas nodded, his fingers brushing over a holographic display of alien positions. "They'll never see it coming." The first strike was not meant to destroy, it was meant to shock. Using advanced cloaking technology developed in secret over decades, the colony deployed small, fast ships that slipped past alien sensors. Like shadows, these vessels darted through the darkness, invisible until they were already inside the alien perimeter. On the bridge of the alien flagship, alarms suddenly blared. "What is that?" the commander shouted. "Report!" His officers scrambled, but there was nothing on the main displays. Then small explosions erupted across the outer fleet, tiny, precise, almost surgical. Alien ships faltered. Energy shields flared and collapsed. Engines sputtered. Panic spread like wildfire. The young alien officer who had first doubted humans froze. "Sir, they are inside our perimeter. They shouldn't be able to." "Impossible," the commander barked. But deep down, he knew something unprecedented was happening. The humans had struck without warning, with tactics no alien had ever seen. Back on the colony, Elara watched the battles unfold on her screens. Every movement had been calculated. Every strike was precise. The humans were fighting not with brute force, but with intelligence, speed, and cunning. Jonas grinned. "They think they're invincible. Watch how fast their arrogance turns into fear." Meanwhile, communications channels from Earth flickered silently into the colony systems. Though the humans were isolated for decades, a small relay had been secretly maintained. The main fleet of Earth, far away in the galactic core, had detected the alien armada and was monitoring the colony's actions. No direct orders were needed. The colony was prepared. Alien ships, expecting surrender or retreat, instead found themselves trapped in unpredictable patterns of movement. One after another, their formations broke down. Some tried to fire, but human ships appeared and vanished before any shot could hit. Technology unknown to the aliens disrupted their targeting systems. Aboard one alien cruiser, a commander screamed into his communicator, "We are being sabotaged. How can this be happening? They are too few, too small." The young officer whispered again to his peers, dread rising in his voice. "They are controlling our systems. Every step we take, they anticipate it. Every weapon we fire, they counter before it launches." Alara turned to Jonas. "They'll never recover from this. And soon we escalate." The human strike team, led by Alara herself, approached the alien command ships. These vessels, massive and powerful, had dominated countless star systems. But against humans who had studied every weakness, they were slow, clumsy, predictable. Within minutes, several alien cruisers lost power entirely, drifting helplessly in orbit. From orbit, the humans sent a single cryptic message across the alien fleet. "This is only the beginning." The words flashed in alien visual systems, appearing on every screen, echoing in every officer's mind. Confusion turned to fear. They had laughed at humanity for centuries. They had mocked Earth and its people as weak, primitive, and powerless. But now, even the smallest human colony had turned the galaxy's expectation upside down. Jonas looked at Alara, his face alight with determination. "This is what we trained for. This is what we prepared for decades ago." They never imagined humans could fight like this. Alara nodded. "And they will never forget it. But this is only the first strike. The real surprise comes next." Below them, in the depths of the colony, engineers worked feverishly to prepare more ships, more energy weapons, and more strategies. The artifact discovered by Myra hummed faintly, its power untapped but ready. Every pulse, every calculation, every decision had been designed to turn alien arrogance into panic. On the alien command bridge, silence fell. The commander clenched his fists. They are not just fighting. They are controlling the battle. They are strategizing in ways we cannot understand. Fear rippled through the ranks. Officers whispered to one another, eyes wide, scanning their sensors over and over. Doubt, panic, and confusion replaced laughter. The humans had revealed a truth that the galaxy had never seen before. Size, numbers, and technology alone were not enough to win a war. Intelligence, planning, and courage could overturn even the mightiest fleets. In the hidden colony, Alara and Jonas stood side by side, watching the alien ships falter. "This is just the beginning," Alara repeated, her voice calm, almost serene. "They will learn that humans are not to be mocked. Not now. Not ever." Above them, the stars seemed to pulse with anticipation. The first strike was complete. The galaxy had begun to pay attention, and the humans of the hidden colony were only getting started. The alien fleet, once arrogant and confident, now drifted in confusion. Their massive formations had broken, and the humans' first strike had shaken them to the core. But they were not ready to surrender. Not yet. On the command bridge of the alien flagship, the Council of Leaders argued fiercely. "They are few. They cannot hold against our entire armada." One shouted, slamming a clawed hand on the console. "Yet they have crippled our ships." Another hissed, "Their tactics. It is unlike anything we have ever seen." The young officer who first noticed the unusual signals from the colony spoke again, voice trembling. "Commander, they anticipate every move. Every attack we plan fails. It is as if they are everywhere at once." The commander's face darkened. Enough! Prepare the main assault. Crush them. Above the planet, alien warships reorganized, attempting to regain order. Thousands of weapons powered up, energy beams arced, and missiles filled the vacuum of space. They intended to overwhelm the colony with sheer force. But the humans were ready. Alara and Jonas watched the approaching fleet from the observation deck. They think they can overwhelm us, Alara said, voice calm. But they do not know what awaits them. Jonas nodded. It's time to turn the tables completely. In the depths of the colony, humans activated hidden systems strategically, placed across orbiting satellites, asteroids, and underground stations. The colony had spent decades preparing traps, studying alien fleet behavior, and simulating every possible attack scenario. As the aliens launched their assault, their ships entered a region of space that seemed ordinary, but was anything but. Hidden gravity distortions, energy barriers, and cloaked drones created chaos. Alien weapons misfired, shields fluctuated uncontrollably, and formations crumbled. From the command center, Alara monitored every movement. Phase 1 is complete, she said. Now for Phase 2. Phase 2 involved precise strikes against key alien command ships. Small, invisible human vessels moved faster than the aliens could track, disabling engines, scrambling communication, and shutting down power systems. The aliens were no longer in control. They were reacting, struggling. To survive. In one alien cruiser, panic spread like wildfire. We cannot coordinate. Our ships are failing. An officer screamed. The commander's face twisted in rage and fear. They are not just attacking. They are controlling the battlefield itself. On the colony, Mira monitored the ancient artifact's energy signature. It pulsed faintly, almost alive, feeding into the colony's systems. The artifact is stabilizing the traps, she said to Alara. It is amplifying our signals. The aliens won't know what hit them. Alara nodded. Good. Keep it running. Every second counts. As the alien fleet struggled, humans communicated with Earth's distant command. Coordinated simulations and encrypted signals ensured that the colony's moves were perfectly synchronized. Every alien attempt to regain control was countered before they could act. Outside, the alien warships faltered, engines sparking, weapons misfiring, and shields collapsing. Fear had replaced arrogance. For the first time in their history, the aliens realized that humans were not weak. Not by a long shot. In the chaos, the young officer whispered again. Commander, they are everywhere. They are inside our systems. They are controlling everything. The commander clenched his fists. We will not fail. We will adapt. But even he knew the truth. The human strategy was flawless, their patience unbroken, and their resolve unshakable. From orbit, Alara sent a single signal to the alien fleet. A simple, silent warning. You cannot beat us. You will never control us. The aliens had no way to decode its meaning, but the tone alone, a calm, confident, unyielding human voice sent chills through every officer aboard the fleet. Jonas turned to Alara. They don't understand, he said quietly. They still think they can win, but the galaxy is watching. And they are losing. Alara smiled faintly. Let them. The more they underestimate us, the harder they fall. Below, the colony remained calm. Children played, engineers worked, and scientists prepared for the next phase. The humans had not only survived the first attack, they had demonstrated that intelligence, strategy, and courage could overcome overwhelming power. The alien fleet had expected an easy victory. Instead, they faced a hidden enemy who anticipated every move, turned every weakness into strength, and held secrets. The alien fleet hung above the hidden human colony like a storm cloud, battered and confused. Their once perfect formations were shattered. Many warships floated powerless in orbit, crippled by the humans' cunning strikes. Yet the alien commanders still clung to hope. They believed sheer numbers could turn the tide. But the humans had a secret that no one in the galaxy had ever seen dot in the depths of the colony. Mira studied the ancient alien artifact, its surface glowing faintly. Its energy pulsed in rhythm with the colony's systems. "It's ready," she whispered. "The power it contains, it could destroy entire fleets." Elara watched the readings on her console. "This is more than technology," she said quietly. "This is history itself, and we have it now." Jonas leaned over her shoulder. "Are we ready to reveal it?" Elara nodded. "Not fully, just enough to make them afraid." Above, alien sensors continued scanning, desperate for answers. There, fleets were strong, but fragile against tactics they could not anticipate. And now, the humans were about to introduce a new element, one that would terrify them completely. Hidden in a nearby asteroid field, humans had prepared a massive orbital station. At first glance, it appeared abandoned, simple, and weak. But, in reality, it housed the colony's most advanced energy technology, powered by the artifact beneath the planet. This station could generate focused energy blasts, capable of crippling entire fleets in moments. Elara tapped her console, and the station powered up. Across the alien fleet, sensors began to pick up something strange. Faint energy surges, too precise to be natural, too powerful to be ignored. Alien officers exchanged anxious glances. "What is happening?" One demanded. "Our scans cannot identify it." "They are hiding something," another muttered. "Something massive. Something dangerous." From the colony's command center, Elara activated a series of cloaked vessels. "Deploy the drones," she said. "Let them see a hint of what we can do." Small, fast ships emerged from behind asteroids and planetary shadows, their movements almost invisible. Each emitted controlled bursts of energy, designed to cripple alien shields without revealing the full power of the hidden station. One by one, alien cruisers faltered under the unexpected assault. Panic spread quickly. The alien commander slammed a clawed hand onto his console. "Enough! Deploy full countermeasures." But it was too late. The humans' plan had already taken hold. Every time the aliens tried to regroup, they triggered more traps. The orbital station's energy pulses created distortions that interfered with targeting systems, making alien weapons unreliable. Elara watched the effects in real time. "They think they can fight us with brute force," she said softly. "They have no idea what's coming." Jonas turned to her, eyes wide. The first strike shocked them. Turning the tables scared them. But this will make them terrified. Below, Mira monitored the artifact, its power flowing seamlessly into the colony's systems. "It is responding perfectly," she said. "Every calculation, every pulse, every countermeasure is synchronized. The aliens can't anticipate anything we do." In the alien fleet, doubt had grown into fear. Officers whispered frantically to one another. They are controlling everything. How can a hidden colony do this?" The commander roared, his voice shaking. "We are the strongest force in this sector. How can humans?" He stopped, noticing the faint glow of the orbital station in their long-range sensors. The energy readings were enormous, far beyond any human capability the aliens had imagined. A chill passed over the bridge. Even those who had laughed at humanity months ago now trembled. From orbit, Elara sent a simple transmission, visible to every alien officer, but cryptic enough to confuse them. "You cannot control us. You will never understand us. This is only the beginning." The words were calm, measured, and utterly confident. Fear rippled through the alien fleet. They realized, finally, that humans had a weapon unlike anything in the galaxy. The colony, once dismissed as weak and insignificant, held the power to challenge even the strongest fleets. Jonas let out a quiet laugh. They have no idea what's coming next. Kalera's eyes were fixed on the displays. And soon they will learn the hard way. The galaxy had mocked humanity for centuries. They had laughed at Earth, at its people, at the colonies. But now, the hidden colony had revealed a terrifying truth. Humans were not just capable, they were unstoppable when they chose to fight, and the final strike was still coming. The stars above the hidden human colony burned with quiet anticipation. The alien fleet, once so confident and mocking, was now fractured and fearful. Many warships drifted powerless. Others struggled to maintain formation. The humans, however, were calm. Every movement was precise, every plan executed with perfection. Alara stood on the observation deck, her eyes scanning the alien armada. "They think they can survive this," she said softly. "They don't understand who they are facing." Jonas beside her nodded. They believed arrogance and numbers would protect them. They were wrong. Beneath the colony, the ancient artifact pulsed with energy, feeding the orbital station and cloaked strike ships. Mayra monitored the systems, ensuring synchronization. "Everything is ready," she said. "The final strike. It's ready to deploy." Alara turned to the command center. "Send the signal. Full power." A pulse of energy erupted from the orbital station, spreading across space like a wave of light and force. Alien sensors could not comprehend it. Weapons failed, shields collapsed, and engines overloaded. The very structure of their ships was affected by the humans' advanced technology. From the alien flagship, the commander's voice was a mixture of rage and fear. What is this? Our weapons. They won't fire. Our ships failing." The young officer, trembling, whispered, They control everything. How is this possible?" Alara watched the fleet falter. "Phase 1 complete," she said. Then she tapped her console again, releasing hundreds of strike drones. They darted invisibly through the alien ships, targeting key points, disabling weapons and engines with surgical precision. The aliens scrambled desperately. Missiles fired, energy beams launched, but nothing hit the humans. Every countermeasure had been anticipated. Every attack was neutralized before it could succeed. Panic replaced strategy. Confusion replaced command. Jonas allowed himself a small smile. They're realizing too late. This is nothing like they expected. From Earth, distant command signals had already coordinated the colony's actions. Though isolated for decades, the humans had ensured that when the final strike came, it would be unstoppable. Every maneuver, every energy pulse, every cloaked vessel worked in perfect harmony. Alien officers shouted at one another, "Retreat! Fire everything! We cannot hold." But the humans were no longer reacting. They were leading. Every move created confusion. Every pulse instilled fear. The fleet that had mocked humanity was falling apart. Alara and Jonas observed the spectacle calmly. "This is not about destruction," Alara said. "It is about proving a point." The point was clear. Humans were not weak. Humans were not to be underestimated. Humans, even in a hidden colony, could challenge the strongest fleets in the galaxy and win. As the alien fleet struggled, the humans sent one final message, visible on every alien screen. The galaxy will never mock humanity again. Silence fell across space. Even the bravest alien commanders stared in disbelief. The once mighty fleet had been reduced to fragments, its pride shattered, its arrogance crushed. The hidden human colony, small and isolated, had achieved the impossible. On the colony, children played, engineers laughed quietly, and scientists monitored the aftermath. The humans had not only survived, they had changed the balance of power in the galaxy. Every civilization watching from afar now understood a terrifying truth. Humans were not weak. They were unstoppable. Ilara looked at Jonas, a small smile on her face. The galaxy has learned its lesson. Jonas nodded. And this is just the beginning. Above, the stars seemed to shine brighter, as if acknowledging the victory. The hidden human colony had turned the tables completely. The galaxy had mocked humanity for centuries, but now the humans had silenced their laughter forever. For the first time, the humans of the hidden colony gazed at the universe with quiet confidence, knowing that no matter how vast or powerful their enemies, Earth and its people would never be underestimated again. And as the stars stretched endlessly into the void, a new era began, one where humanity was no longer the laughed at underdog, but a force to be reckoned with, feared and respected across the galaxy.